Happy Thanksgiving, if you're in a place where it's Thanksgiving. I'm in Japan, but I'm still going to be celebrating on Saturday. Who cares? All right. Cheers. Not the best convenience store wine I've had. Right. So, as you probably deduced from the title, I went to Hard Off twice in 2 days, 2 different Hard Offs. And I bought a few things. Honestly, don't feel like I scored all that, big of a bargain on anything, but there's a few cool things in here, I reckon, and I guess I'll show them to you. So, and if you make it through the whole video, I might even try to sell you a used car. No, I already sold my used car. Okay, so I went to Hard Off, but I also sort of I went to sell my guitar and one of my guitars and my amp. I got $25 for the amp, which was actually okay, because it's older and whatever. The guitar, they only offered me $30, so I said I'd think about it, and I'm still thinking about it, because there's nothing wrong with it anyway. But I don't need it either, so if I sell it for $30, maybe somebody can get it, or maybe I'll just give it away. Anyway, next to the music store where I took my guitar is a game store, and they've got retro games. I go there, I don't know, once a month or so. And I got some games. Fancy that. So, the first is for the Xbox 360. My PlayStation 3 steering wheel is having issues at the moment, but I have two 360 ones, so I sort of prefer the 360 racing games at the moment. Maybe forever, because that wheel is quite good for the price, and it clips onto the table or you can put it in your lap. The PS3 one I have was way more expensive, and it didn't even come with a sort of lap adapter. Yeah, who cares? Again, Dirt 3 PAL Edition, the ultimate off-road racer made complete, because it's the complete edition, and it's complete. $13 extra cars and much more. Okay, I like the Dirt games, so I bought this one too, Dirt Showdown. I don't know. I got Dirt 2 off of a dude a few years ago, and I remember having a lot of fun playing it. I never finished it, but I played it quite a bit. So, there's that, and then, what the heck's in here? It feels heavy. No? Okay. And this is about $5. It's Golden Sun, Dark Dawn, North American version in English. Oh yeah. For the Nintendo DS. That pleases me. I think they might charge less for sort of text-heavy games, because this is Japan, and, reading all that English is a pain in the butt. Just like for me, it's a pain in the butt to play them in Japanese. So, actually, is this? I don't know. Yeah. It might be Canadian version, because it's got French stuff in it, too. I don't know. I'm just droning on. Sheesh, faster. Okay, at Hard Off, I don't remember the order. Hard Off number 1. One of the things, this is like really in no order. One of the things I found, I already had. But I got this for a friend because I know that he wants it. And I paid $10 for this, which surprised me. This is the American, or North American version of PS3 Call of Duty Ghosts, which I finished on the PS4. I bought this, same one. It says, get the PS4 digital version of Call of Duty Ghosts for $10. The thing is, you don't really. I mean, you kind of do, but you have to have this disc in the PS4 to play it, which is kind of irritating. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But to me, one of the cool things about a digital game is it's digital. You don't have to put something in and take something else out every time you want to play it. So I think they kind of, I don't know, it seems misleading to me, but then there's the whole thing with PS Vita and Sony misleading people about blah, blah, blah. It's on my Facebook. This is a game that I've been wanting, I don't really know why, but I've been wanting it for years. And it just seems to hold its value, and I got it at a decent price. I think $20 or so I paid for it. I see it in the arcade or game centers, and it looks really good, but I played it, and I don't know, maybe it's better with the steering wheel. With the controller, though, it's horrible as far as the controls go. And that's Initial D Extreme Stage. I turned the cover around. It's got a reversible cover, which is quite cool. This is an early PlayStation 3 release. And the disc's not in it because it's in my PS3. So deal with it. That way you can see the other side of the cover. Yay. Yeah, but to, well, I can show you on my wife's controller here, because she was playing, what was she playing? I don't know. Normally with a racing game, to steer, you kind of do this, or you know. But on this one, you have to just, in order to have control of the car, or at least the way I have it set up, maybe I'm missing something, you have to take corners like, just, it's weird. But once I figured it out, I was winning races, but it's just kind of, yeah, not my style, I reckon. But I might play it some more. We'll see. I got this for $5 because it has a little mark on the disc, and that's cool because I have a wrapped version, and now I don't have to open it. Unless I do. This is the Namco Museum for the PlayStation 1 Volume 2, which includes QDQ, which is kind of a cool game. I didn't know about it. It's a cross between Arkanoid and Pinball. So it's not bad, but it sucks with the D-pad controller. So, yeah, I have an aftermarket. It's the Chillstream at Logitech, same thing, I think. Controller you plug into the PlayStation 3, and you can just push a button, and then you can use the analog stick, even for games that normally you can't with the regular PS3 controller. And why am I telling you that? Because you need to know. Gapless, which is, I believe, the sequel to Galaga, and it's quite good. You can suck in the, you can kind of see here. In Galaga, right, you can rescue your own ship and then play as two. And then you get double shooter power. It's kind of a strategy used to get a better score. But in this game, you have this vortex thingy, and the more enemies you suck in with it, the better off you are, because then they join you and you get all of them fire for you, and then they get picked off slowly by their friends who are now killing them, because it's better for them to die than to remain in the captivity of you, or me, or whoever's playing. Also, Xevious Grobda, which was really hard also to play with the D-pad. It's basically a tank game where you go like and try to shoot at stuff, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, different controller might be alright. Mappy, the jumping mouse, and Dragon Buster, which I played it actually for quite a while, but the controls are pretty bad, and I don't know. But it's neat to play those older games and have them all on the one disc, and it came with this spine card. Oh yeah! So that was nice to get that. And this is, to my mind, it might not be the best version, but this game is super cheap on the PlayStation 1. So if you're into importing and you want to get a good deal on shoot 'em ups, it's pretty hard to beat this. This is The Double Shooting Shimple 1500 series. I don't know all the details about like how, if this has been dumbed down or whatever, but I think it's just the two games on one disc. But you get Ray Storm and Ray Crisis, and I'm not even going to try to remember all the different names for those games. But two really good shooters for the PlayStation 1, and I got this for $1. So, yay. And the manual's in backwards, but whatever. So that's one you might want to check out if you're into importing games, because it should be quite cheap. It doesn't go for very much. Ray Storm and Ray Crisis on the PlayStation 1. The Double Shooting. It's number 75. I already said all this. Who cares? Okay, on to the bags. Which is which? Okay, this is from the first day we went to Hard Off. And, oh, my friend took a picture. My friend from Sweden came to visit. So we went to the 2 Hard Offs the 2 days. I don't think he ever found anything, really. But anyway, here's a picture. Okay! Yay! I might have put that on Facebook. I don't remember. Maybe I'll... Oh, don't... Oh! Well, you got a little sneak peek. What's in here? I don't remember what I bought. Okay, here's some ignorance for you. I don't remember. No, not that I have never taken the time to read up on this or learn about it in any way. And now I own it. This is Same Game. I don't know anything about it. And it came with a character set. It's one of these weird things. It does this. It goes in the Super Famicom. So I'm not going to look it up right now because I don't really have time to be doing this video anyway. But if you want to, it's spelled same game, Same Game. And it's a thing. Maybe I want to say only Japan. I don't know. And I'm not really into Gundam games, but I don't see this one. I don't know if I've ever seen it, really. I maybe have, but it was $1 in the junk section of Hard Off, and there are, yeah, no scratches on the disc. And I've heard that some of the Gundam games can be quite fun, so I paid $1 for it. Zeonic Front Mobile Suit Gundam 79. Sometimes you gotta take a gamble. And even if the game's not fun, it's fun to find out that it's not fun when it's $1. I'm pretty sure this game's fun. Bam! For the PlayStation 2, the arcade port of Outrun from the Sega Ages 2500 series. Yep. And it's got this thing, whatever that's called. Here's the game, and then not all of them, but a lot of these came with this little sort of whatever you call this. What do they call it? Loose leaf liner note. Right, and it just gives you information, details about the game, and that's kind of neat, and it shows what the arcade cab looks like. That's an arcade cab I would not mind having, except I don't know where I'd put it. I have to get it in like another house. Sore subject. Okay. Sweet. Oh, and then the last thing I got at that Hard Off, it's not in that good a condition, unfortunately, but I have a few loose Game Boys, and now I have a place to put 3 of them. Or I could pack my lunch in here, which would also be cool. Nintendo Handy Game Machine, Game Boy, TM. And yeah, it's not in great condition, but I fully intend to put 3 Game Boys in there. It was $3. And then the second day of Hard Off Ingu. Tell me there's more in here than... Okay, what is that? Ah, poopy doop. Sorry. I tried to find stuff, I really did. What I ended up doing is just buying a handful of $1 Game Boy, and I think there's a couple, maybe. I don't know, actually. Maybe just Game Boy games. And is that it? And then this other thing, maybe we'll save that for last. So let's see what we got. Here is, for the Game Boy Color, Checkmate. Mate. Next, including the vibrator feature, and see if there's a battery in it. Wow, it even came with a battery. Might have to plug that in just to see if it's working, the battery. I mean, while I'm making this video. It's Top Gear Pocket 2. And if I can... Ow! More wine. More wine. But it's kind of massive. And, yeah. That was also $1. Or 100 yen, which is actually less than $1. But then you add the tax on it, and it ends up being pretty much exactly $1. Oh, look at that. Oh, shoot, it's a DS. The DS won't play original Game Boy games. Shocking. I need a... No, not a... I need a SP or B4 to play that. That would mean I have to go all the way upstairs. I bought a controller pack for the Nintendo 64, which I don't really necessarily need, but I don't often see controller packs with the sticker for the game that they go with. This has it. I need to carefully get the price tag off of it, but yeah. For Famista 64, king of baseball games, apparently. I don't think I've ever played that, to be honest. Next, I got this just because it's oblong. And, yeah. It has 2 batteries. This is Pocket Family GB2. Sweet. Have you ever wanted to have a family in your pocket? Well, now you can! As long as your pocket's not too small, because this thing's kind of big. Larger than the average. I'll show you. Comparison, even. Look at this. With one hand, can he do it? I'm almost certainly going to drop these, so I better not do that. Here. I have to use both hands? Seriously? Okay, there you go. It's a lot bigger. Next. Baseball Kids. Splurp from Jalico. There you go. Splurp. I don't know if it's focused. Focus. English. And a Game Boy Advance game for $1. Now we're talking. This is Starfy 2, which is a pretty good game. $1. It's a platformer. Next, another baseball game. Power Pro Kun Poketo. Yes. One of my first, or happy memories, not first, one of my happy memories of the old school, like Tiger Games days. Mine wasn't Tiger, they were too expensive. No, they weren't. We didn't have them. I grew up on a farm. I don't know. Anyway, it was a baseball game, and if I ever find it, I'm buying it. I'll pay up to $50 for it, because I want to have the same one I used to have. It was just a simple little baseball game with the little dudes, the black screen that can't talk. What are those called? I always want to say LCD, but I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, all the way to the Little League All-Star game or tournament, I was playing that in the car. Like I could have been reading a book or learning language, but I was like imagining myself hitting a home run in the All-Star tournament, which I did not. Yeah, got some doubles and stuff, but no home run. Can you believe it? Unacceptable. I think I used up all of my strength on that game. This, I believe, is called Kick and Rush. And it's some kind of a game for the Game Gear. And it might very well be a soccer game, but the picture is like an abandoned stadium with poorly kept grounds and no goals. So it might be another sport where you kick and rush. I have no clue. There's also a price tag on the label, so I love it when they put the price tag on the label. Why? This game's awesome. That's all there is to it. Tecmo Bowl for the Game Boy. Tecmo Bowl GB. Love it. Okay, and then last was, I think last, don't peek. This thing. Is it in here? Yeah, okay. It is a console in the box, complete with manual, and the condition of the console, and controller and cords is good. Better than acceptable. Not perfect. Close enough. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. It's a Nintendo GameCube. Whoopsh. Whoopsh. It's orange. It doesn't say spice orange on here. It just says orange. And we'll open it up. An unboxing. Right here. Right now. How the heck? 19 minutes? Most boring. Anyway. Still has the manuals and such in their little manual condom. And then, yeah, like I said, it's not perfect condition, but it's pretty decent. Here's everything in the box. Yay. Let's see here. Might as well take everything out just in case there's some kind of like hidden surprise inside. One thing to look for when you're buying a GameCube is to make sure it's not missing the cover for the Game Boy player, and I looked to see how scratched up this is, and also this tends to yellow on a lot of them, but none of those things are really issues. Overall, it's in quite good shape. And then of course you want to check inside. Inside looks good, the eject button works well, closes well, everything is in order. Not a lot of wear on this. Also, you can check here, see how much dust has accumulated, and the answer is none. So, when I shake it, it doesn't make sound. These are all good things. The controller, a lot of times, the C-stick cover, or this analog stick cover, those will get worn off. They're okay. Sometimes that's kind of dirty. It's not bad. I think I can clean that up. And the controller is not scratched. It's actually shiny and lovely. And what the heck is this orange thing? Why? Heck, this was in the box. It's kind of the same color, but it's totally different kind of plastic. I don't think this belongs with this. Maybe it was part of some aftermarket something. There's the AC adapter. I'm confused by this orange thing. I don't know what to do about it. I'm going to have a quick look. Orange thing. Where would the orange thing go? There's nowhere. There's really nowhere to put this orange thing. It's do not touch the lens. I don't know. What are you, random orange thing? Oh, nice. And I didn't check this when I bought it, but they sold these in Japan both with and without the digital AV out port. This has it. That means it's better. With is better than without. So that was $20. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, usually they're 40 or 50, I guess, if you find them in Japan, but then getting them imported, I know, is costly. So, but it's beautiful, and I found one. So, yay. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry, I guess the video is so long. I have a couple console videos that I'm kind of working on, but just, I had this stuff and I wanted to get it out of the way so I can put it away. And actually I might play some dirt after putting up this video. So, thank you. I said that already. And bye-bye.